All right, so random thing, right? A lot of times I threaten to kill myself if I'm not going to get my own way, as a way to be a total brat and make Grams do stuff because she doesn't like it when I say things like I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. And so I've been trying to become a better person and do stuff like that. And then I've tried not to say that kind of stuff anymore. If I can back down and I can give more and more as things get better and better, and I take care of things. Not everyone's coming at me at once, right? So I gave away my rope, which I call my celibacy rope, and I never used it for anything, to the kids in the area. All right. And then I had one of these cords that I got from Verizon, the pink rope cord. And I gave away a bunch of rope cords before, different kind of cords. And so I got in the habit when I used to carry around like chargers to charge my phone and go out and do stuff and have to charge my phone on the fly, of using the rope cords, because if someone tries to strangle you with it, it leaves like burn marks on you. And usually when people come after you and do stuff, like they have stuff like hidden nearby or use what you already have on you, right? Which is what we were talking about, children in the neighborhood, about not using weapons, because usually somebody will just take a weapon from you and fucking use it on you instead, right? But the other day I was having a bad day. No, that was the other day, like maybe like a week or two ago. I was having a bad day and I was waiting for Grams. And so I had to get a new one of these maybe like 2 months ago when I got my new phone, because when I was testing outlets, different places, the microwave would work in some outlets but not the others, and this would work at some but not others. And I already showed you how the teeth on it now match my missing teeth here. And then I thought I totally messed up the microwave, was gonna have to get a new one, and then I got it to work. But this rope cord one night burned and caught on fire, and like it was like I had to throw it out. I cut it up and I used it in a voodoo spell, and then blah, blah, blah. I went and got another one, and I was like, that's not fucking right, because I'm a fire starter, and no other fire starter should be having a problem with me, especially in my own fucking home. And so it made me angry, and I went and got another one of these. I've been testing it out with different cords and stuff like that too. All right, nobody knows this except for my family that's lived with me when I do the same things over and over again, different places, and know my systems and stuff like that. The other day I was having a bad day. I was waiting for Grams to pull up. It wasn't a cute day where I like had my devil tail that I was twirling underneath my jacket and trying to look flashy. I had this up like this, right? And I had it wrapped around my neck a bunch of times. And so I was trying to like hang myself with it. And so when she drove up, she'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But like my feet obviously touched the ground and stuff like that. Instead, a biker game came up and they were like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. What are you doing? They're like, can we have that? I was like, the cord? No, I already gave you rope. And they're like, no, the outlet thing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. I'm like, I can't give that to you. I can install it. But I'm using that because there's been problems now with the outside one a little bit sometimes. And I didn't want to go into the whole big conversation with cords with them and give them something that might be problematic, or explain that to them, blah, blah, blah. But I was just doing something out here because I'm switching gears now, and I wasn't 100% sure about these scissors. So I got them back out, and I was cutting this up so that it would say, it said card sent, and I was cutting that off, and it got something weird stuff all over it. And so I looked at the scissors and I cleaned them off, and I'm Windexing outside tonight while this is charging, and I'm listening to Lantern more quietly. And these scissors say on them, it either says, RSKA, RS squared, and then underneath it says, I think it says 15A. It's changing a little bit. But I know this is important, so I'm going to take these back inside. Oh, Castor was just here. Chester was just here, and now Starlight's looking for him. The two of them all day long looking at each other. And so, but now there's some like brown stuff on them a little bit, which is interesting. It's neither here nor there. But I've decided, while I was doing this, I plugged this in up here instead of down there on purpose. Why? Because the kids are pretty good about telling me stuff without saying it, right? And so I will give this cord to them eventually, so that they can test stuff as they want to eventually. But I'm going to set it aside for them now, because when I figured out some stuff here, and I could finally see like missing panels on the side of the house, like where things had like gotten through. she was like on it, telling them what to fix over there. Oh, car. I don't know who that is, but I feel like that's significant too, right? Because I just left off Superman, and it's the episode where the people can walk through the walls when they get like certain tattoos and be like invisible like that. And I thought it was really, really strange that when they all walk away from like the car that they're getting out of and stuff, they left the headlights on. And I paused it there because it bothered me so much. I had to think about it. Like, is there certain kind of clickers that once you get inside, you can click and your headlights would go off? But if you're about to like walk through the walls and do a crime and you're a bunch of guys, like why wouldn't you turn your headlights off? But they were two white headlights, and sometimes people have different color headlights. So some people are very particular about that kind of stuff. And that car just had two white headlights, and it was silver, and so it was SUV. And for me, that tells me I can keep watching Superman. I want to fix this, but then it will say, "My heart's so happy." I don't know what that means, but once I fix it, it'll say, "My heart's so happy," and I'm gonna put this out here in my little shrine, and keep going. But I'm gonna change chords now and set this aside specifically and go back to my other chords and test that out, and I'll move stuff around and stuff too. Plus, I found another light bulb today in the house that I didn't know was in the house. And in general, I stay away from that closet because sometimes it makes weird noises.